What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Gerald from Bank of Gerald here with another video update. Today is Thursday, March the 10th, 2022, and we are embarking on a new journey here. We're embarking on a new, what I'm being heard is called a phase in some other groups, and it's called Troy Investor. Now, this new platform came to my attention just a couple days ago. I searched the web for information all over this thing. I realized that it's been around for a little while. People have been making significant money in this for a little while. Matter of fact, I've been in contact with people that have earned over $60,000 in the last 2 months from this platform. And to be honest with you, I said, I cannot sit on the sidelines for this. Oh no. Oh no. And I did a presentation yesterday, which I called a rough presentation. And a lot of these presentations going forward, until I learn everything from trial and error to being a part of the system to making deposits and making withdrawals and all that stuff, this is going to be raw information as I'm going. But it's still a part of the journey. And we're going to talk about Troy Investor. We have an official PDF, and we're going to go through that. It should be a little bit cleaner of a presentation. But we're going to go through the basics of what we've seen so far. We're not going to spend a whole lot of time with the upfront information about what it's called, what it's about, and this, that, and the third, and what they do, and who they're partners with, and this, that, and the third. We want to know how we crank out that crypto. All right? So that's what we're going to get into today. Before we get started, I want to remind everyone that I am obviously not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, and I am not your financial advisor. I'm just a dude on YouTube that's showing you guys how I'm cranking out that crypto in many different platforms. Nothing more and nothing less. With that being said, if you like this content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Or it's down there, or over there, somewhere on the thing. Hit it. And if you want to be notified about everything going on here at BOJ, make sure you hit the notification bell as well. Let's go ahead and get into this thing, y'all. I'm going to share my screen, and we're in the Troy Investor plan now. As you can see, hold on, I'm going to try to see if I can get this. First of all, I'm going to put my face away. Second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to see if we can't get it to go full screen. I used to know how to do this stuff. Oh, I know how to do this right here. All right. So as you can see, Troy Investor, redefine trading beyond exchange. All right. Now they talk about all the different highlights of what Troy Investor does. This is the stuff that, is cool. It's all gravy. And if there's something that you want to look at, feel free to pause. All right. Here's the roadmap that they've been on. They've been on since they've been around since 2019. They've continued to build and build and build and have different things happen for them, like getting their broker-dealer license. They launched the Investor Network very recently. And it's just been able to, they've got an app already for Android. And the iOS is supposedly coming very soon. It could be here any day now. So I'll be looking for that. All right. So feel free to pause any of these if you want more information on this stuff. All of this stuff is cool. But what's even better, for me personally, I can't speak for you. All right. So feel free if you want to hit pause on all this stuff. That's fine. But this is where we're at. This is what information that we want here at BOJ. And I think some of you guys out there might want this too. All right. So there's 4 ways to get paid here at Troy Investor. The number 1 way is the passive way, which is the trade revenue profit, TRP, which is something that we're going to be seeing a lot. It's a part of the lingo here at Troy Investor. The TRP is what you are earning daily on your investment. All right. Now I'll say on your deposit. Let me clear that up. So there's 2 ways of doing this. You can just be a passive. Oh, let me go back. I didn't even read the rest of them. Number 2 is the introduction bonus. Number 3 is the advisory bonus. And number 4 is the appraisal bonus. All 3 of those from 2 to 4 are active. Gonna have to share a link or 2. All right? But you'll see why I believe that's worth it. Now, there's 2 ways you can go about this. There's 2 ways you can go about being a part of Troy Investor. As we talked about, and they call it this, so I'm reading what they're saying. It says, become an investor or become an advisor. Now, you already know I'm not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. And right now, I'm just reading the lingo of Troy Investor's project. Oop. I don't know how that happened. My TV decided to turn on. Anyway. Now, Troy Investor, a member that puts money or crypto into Troy Investor wallet in order to make trade revenue profit. All right? That is what's going on the passive side. That's just an investor side. So if you're just looking to see a return on investment or TRP, trade revenue profit, then you can just become an investor, a Troy investor. And that's perfectly fine. Now, if you want to be a Troy advisor, once you activate your first referral, you will be automatically rewarded as an advisor. And I want to just make this disclaimer right now as well. You are allowed to have multiple accounts in this platform if you want to, if you choose to. You can build under yourself if you choose to. I've seen some strategies out here in the space that help you get to some new levels just on your own merits, if that's what you want to do. Helps you unlock new levels just with your own investment, if that's what you want to do. But we'll get more into that later, all right? So that is the difference between a Troy investor and a Troy advisor, is that the Troy investor is the one that's just passively putting their crypto in and just looking for a passive return. A Troy advisor is a person that decides to get their first person, which could be themselves. And you will automatically be rewarded as an advisor. All right? Now, this is for the passive side. This is for the investor side. Here is how the investor could see this as a very lucrative opportunity for them. Now, it starts off at a very modest 0.5% on your TRP. And that goes for the first 10 days. So for the first 10 days, whatever you deposit, you're going to make 0.5% on. All right? Not bad. So you'll notice that the days in this column are increasing, and they're continuing to come up. So for the second set of 10 days right here, you're going to be moved from 0.5% daily to 0.75% daily. Now, after that 10 days is up, you're going to get a new 20 days at 1%. So you're going to get more days at a higher percentage after your first 20 days. That's just a sign of good faith from the company, I believe, to show and give reward to its members that decide that they're going to keep their capital in. And that means a lot, especially when we talk about something else that I'll bring up a little bit later. But let's keep going so we can get through this. After that 20 days is up, then you're going to get another 20 days at 1.5%. When that 20 days is up, then you're going to get 30 days at 2%. And this is going to continue to go on and on and on until you reach 300%. So whatever you put in is a cap on it at 300%. All right? So you're going to continue to earn all the way up until you're at 6% a day till you get that 300%, whatever you put in. All right? So that's what this chart is reflecting. As you get through these cycles of days, your TRP is continuing to increase every cycle. So let's keep going. Now, how is that different from being a advisor? Here's how that's different. When you're an advisor and you get your first direct partner, you're going to move your TRP up to 1%. Now, I've mentioned before that you can be your own first partner. And you'll move your TRP to 1% immediately. Now, these direct partners work the same way in demonstration as on that last slide where it talked about the days. So with each new one partner in these first two numbers here, your first partner brings you to 1%. You get one more partner, it'll bring you to 1.5%. You get two more partners, it brings you to 2%. So for a total of 4 partners with you, you're moving your own TRP to 2%. That's not having to wait all these days that you have to wait when you're just a passive investor. To get to 2%, you got to wait 10 days, then 10 more days, then 20 days, then 20 more days. Then on this, when you're in this 30 days, after you've waited 40, 50, 60 days, now you're at 2%. If you just refer 4 people, you could be at 2% as quickly as you do that. But here's how it continues to get lucrative. For those of you that are really out there sharing your links and becoming link sharers and stuff like that, this may even be a platform that you start your YouTube channel on, that you start talking about your journey in, and start letting people know that there's opportunities out there like this. Who can imagine? You can only, the sky's the limit, all right? That's all I can say. So, as you can see, when you increase your number of partners, direct partners, you're going to continue to increase your TRP, all right? That's it. That's all there is to it. Let's move on. The introduction bonus. Now, this is the one I can't wait to see. This is the one that I believe is going to be a part of this. And there's there's another level of this as well. But this is really where it starts to get really interesting, if it hasn't gotten interesting for you already. For everyone that you personally introduce, right? For example, you got 2 partners here. Say that this first partner's daily trade revenue, his TRP, is at $100. You're going to get 50% of that. And I'm seeing daily here. So if this is a daily income that you could be receiving as an introduction bonus because you got them involved and their trading revenue continues to increase, that's powerful. 50% of $100 is $50. Of course, this person over here is getting $150 a day. 50% of $150 is $75. So you're going to get $125 as an introduction bonus. And mind you, these people can be you. These can be you. You're going to get a total of $125 as an introduction bonus. That's amazing. But I can't wait to, I'll get more context on that as I see it, right? So now we're getting into the advisory bonus, all right? This is the third way you can get paid. This is still active now. So this is a part of this is talking more about your total team structure. So we know in other platforms like IPC and NOVATECH and ATIORA and Elevate Pass, we know that your total business that's running in your team, your total volume, I should say, is another way to generate income. Not only that, it's another way to unlock different levels. So it says on the note here, there's no business requirement to get the first and second level bonus. But for the 3rd to 21st levels, there will be a fixed business amount condition according to this table. So if you want to unlock levels 3 through 21, you have to have a total business of 2,500. So you have to have total 2,500 under you. Now, on the second level, you need to have 7,000 of total team business to unlock levels 5 and 6. Now, one of the examples, one of the leaders in the space, Crypto Pays Me Daily, right? He gave this example, and I thought it was a pretty good example for people that can do this. Because you can create an account under yourself. Let's say if you had $10,000 worth of capital. You could decide that you're going to put $25,000 on your first level, make another account, put the $7,000 on that level for a total of $9,500. And of course, you put $500 in for yourself. You could literally unlock all the levels through 6 by yourself, not needing anybody else. But that's if you had that, all right? That's only if you had that. So, and on top of that, you're going to be getting an income. So that 50% income that we were getting on this last slide here on the first level, you're going to unlock these other levels where you'll be getting 25% on the second, 25% on the third, 20% on the fourth, 20% on the fifth, 6th through 10th, you're 10%, 11 through 21, you're at 5%. And that's of what the daily revenue is of the people under you. All right, if I'm understanding this correctly, and of course, like I said in the beginning, we're going to experience a whole lot of trial and error and learning through this platform. As long as it stays around, we'll be able to continue to learn, all right? Now, here is a really, really exciting part, and I believe that a lot of people thought this was hype-ish, but we're going to be able to find this out, all right? If you have a total team volume, and I'm seeing team business, but I'm going to say team volume. If you have team volume of $8,000, that would make you a starter, and you're going to be getting an income of $20 a day. Now, that may not sound a whole lot for a lot of you, but this is aside from the money that you're already getting in the introduction bonus and the advisor bonus and your passive income. If you have team volume, and we've seen people come in this space and have hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars worth of volume. We've seen it. So as we continue to grow the volume, we're going to continue to earn more per day, as long as this volume is still live under us. As long as people are still having their money inside this platform. We've done $100,000 in total volume before. We've got that in IPC. That's an extra $350 a day outside of passive earning, outside of introduction bonuses. Guys, this is game-changing income right here. I don't think a whole lot of people understand why I'm saying some of you need to start your YouTube journeys talking about this. Whether it goes good or whether it goes bad, it's going to go viral. Mark my words here on the 10th of March. Troy Investor is going to go viral, especially if some of these leaders that are already in, the people that I've joined under, the people that have already been making this, and that have been like, yo, BOJ, you got to check this thing out. If I just used an example from IPC, and I take my team volume, which is about 370,000, I'd be a senior manager, and I'd be earning $1,000 a day extra on top of my own trading capital, on top of introductory bonuses, on top of this advisory bonus stuff. I'm talking $1,000 a day. Don't ask me how they're going to be able to do this. I don't know. We're here to check it out and find out. And some of us just need to ride the wave while it's here, if it's just a wave. But something about this tells me that it's trying to build legs. Guys, I know people. I know young bulls out here. 1.5 million, 3 million, 5 million. They've killed that in IPC already. Imagine what they would do if they were earning 20 grand, 50 grand a day. You kidding me? You kidding me? So, needless to say, I'm excited to see what Troy Investor does. This is just the third day I've even seen this. And it only took about an hour and a half for me to decide that I was going in. All right. Now, here's an example of how this volume is accrued, right? So it's some of you may be like, okay, well, there's got to be some kind of catch. All right. Now, here's where I believe this adds to the sustainability of the company, right? The top leg that you have, the strongest leg that you have, will only count as 40% of your team volume. Every other leg is going to count for that other 60% of your team volume. All right? So according to this illustration, team 1 is the stronger leg, and it's only pulling one strong leg down to 40%. Not the top 3, not the top 5. And you notice as we build wide, as people join you, you're building wide. It's not a matrix that builds itself down. It builds wide. And only one of your legs is going to be limited for 40%. The rest will be the other 60%. And I think that that's pretty cool. All right? So these are some of the other, comparisons to scaling in the American financial markets and crypto markets. All of that stuff is cool. Market dominated by professional investors. Globalized cryptocurrency market calls for qualified broker services. It gives some comparisons to 2 other platforms I've never heard before. But it says it's got master level trading, asset management services, sophisticated data analysis, full stack quantitative solutions, account management system, all of that in one platform. Can't be mad at that. Access to 25 exchanges. I don't know what AUM is. Somebody can tell me. But, this just is what it is. So if some people want to take a look at this stuff, feel free to pause. I'm just kind of going through. But the stuff that's important to me, we just went through. All right? Team and advisors. All right, so if you want to join the Troy community, and I did test these QR, these little code things here, they do work. So if you need to take them right now, go ahead and do that. But you can join the Troy investor community, and I'll tell you right now, that Telegram, it's closed for comments for a reason. There are like 50,000 people in there, all right? And a lot of these people are from India. A lot of these people are from Africa. This has not even had a real foothold here in the United States or even in the UK, I don't believe. And I know that's where most of the people that watch me are from, United States or the UK or Canada. So shout out to all the countries that watch. In South America, Australia, wherever you are, if you're watching. Guys, I believe there's going to be 2 types of people. It comes down to talking about Troy Investor. And only time will tell. All right? I've been wrong before, and I'll be wrong again. But I believe there's going to be 2 types of people. There's going to be the type that wish they did. There's going to be the ones that are glad that they had. All right? That's it. That's all I got to say. This is Troy Investor. I wanted to just do a clean presentation. I'll do an update on where I am as soon as the trades start. As I've said before, the trades start on the 2nd day. Once you make your deposit, it's going to start on the 2nd day. So we'll do a video on where I am at this point. But I just want people to understand what opportunities here. I'm going to be talking about this. I'm going to be sharing my successes. We're at a point where we've got a good amount of people watching. And if If you miss out on Troy, oh boy. Woo! With that being said, put your 2FA on all the platforms that will allow you and all your wallets, because crypto is the wild, wild west. And if you ain't strapped, you're bound to get hacked. Ask me how I know. It is not very fun at all. If you like this content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And if you want to be updated and notified about everything going on here at BOJ, make sure you hit that notification bell as well. I will see y'all on the next one. This is Troy Investor. Peace out.